Sovietwomble is, if nothing else, a legend of Arma 3, but not because he's so good at it. Guys, it's Paul, combat veteran, MMA fighter, YouTuber, and occasional caffeine addict. Oh my god, occasional caffeine addict, right? Who needs to learn how to drink coffee. Tea. It's evening. I'm drinking tea. I'm coming down from my caffeine rush of the day. Anyway, none of this matters. You guys aren't here for that. You guys are here to check out Sovietwomble's random Arma BS Part 6. Let's get into it.
Yeah, helicopter.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's the helicopter.
Oh, shit nuggets.
Hunters, Bravo, be advised, the enemy behind. Locking up.
Yep, and we're kicking right into it. So for if there's one thing that is consistent across all in kind of insurgent movements, it's that they are terrified of air power. If you have air superiority, ground troops can not survive in the open for very long. And the only time, in fact, you see massed formations of ground troops in modern warfare is if either no side has aircraft or the aircraft are at a stalemate. This is actually the case in the Russia-Ukraine conflict, where both sides have robust anti-air defenses and limited air assets, and so they basically cannot deploy them to the battlefield. And the result is actually like trench warfare.
Firing. Missed.
Yeah, obviously, because your rocket launcher is imaginary. Did you make an imaginary miss against the very real helicopter that just crashed into the building? See? So your imaginary rocket just hit?
Yes.
What sort of loopy land have I entered?
It's Russia, dude.
Okay. All right, guys. This is, if you're not familiar with Warhammer 40k, this is the orc power of belief. If everyone believes that that man has a rocket that just shot that helicopter, then that helicopter's going down.
Welcome to Great Big Circle.
Oh no, it's copyrighted music. Oh, I'm gonna yell into the mic so it doesn't do this. Wait, no, I'm just gonna turn it down. Okay.
Jesus Christ, son.
I'm 100% gonna get demonetized. Guys, you should support Soviet by joining his Patreon or whatever. You know, maybe I should do a Patreon so I don't have to deal with this crap and I can just let my videos get demonetized.
Cyanide! Shut it! Cyanide! Jesus Christ, could you have picked a bigger gun?
Right! I don't want to.
Okay. That's how that really goes, because firearms are loud. And the military has really struggled to solve the problem of that you need to hear people talk, but you also have to not go deaf when you shoot your weapons. And the solution that some troops have settled on, especially special forces troops, is what are called active headphones. Active headphones are battery powered. You put them on and they block the loudest sounds while allowing the sound of voices to penetrate. They're really effective for it, right? But before that, the military tried this funky flanged earplug design that didn't really work at all. And actually they're facing a lawsuit because they were issued to soldiers on the promise that they would keep them from going deaf when firing weapons, and they didn't do that. And in previous wars like World War II or Vietnam, they just had soldiers just go deaf. You won't go deaf, right? They're not that loud unless you're in an enclosed area, but man, your ears will be ringing.
You have to go out.
Fuck that!
Look, the weather's lovely! Look, the weather's... Oh god, oh god. Oh no, fuck this. Back in a sec.
Yeah, if you have done operations in the rain, you know that it makes everything horrible, especially if it is cold. If you are cold and wet and rained on, it is an awful sensation, truly terrible. As a backpacker, it is your nightmare. Because once things are wet, right, you can't build a fire to dry off because the wood's all wet. Everything is wet. And it actually is, if you are stuck in a survival type situation, it can actually be really, really, really dangerous, right? When you talk about dying of exposure, it's because your body just cannot sustain homeostasis. It cannot maintain its appropriate internal temperature while there's so much of your heat being pulled off of you by the water.
Second, I'm just gonna go for the briefing.
we have some special gestures again?
Yeah, we've been spoilt now, motherfucker. Quebec did gestures. We want gestures during our briefings.
Why is there no search thing?
We want fucking gestures. These are rubbish animations. Come on. Oh, fuck.
This is the most mismatched uniforms. Okay, a French gendarme, a French military policeman is giving the brief.
Is this our...
What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me right now? Cyanide, what are you doing?
With silver paint. Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
Can we do a mission without him?
So, you look
No, it's just a space outfit. He's just a space guy.
Woods.
Yep.
A bunch of
Oh, sorry, wait.
Fucking. Hang on. Carry on.
Wow, you actually hit something.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, he hip fired that too. That's pretty good.
I'm quite surprised. Holy shit.
Well done.
The guy who's playing Zeus has got a bit crazy and he's just stuck in an endless loop of briefings, completely unaware that, you know, we're not there.
Can I shoot him?
Yeah, shoot him.
Listen, in the military, you think briefings are going to be cool, but nah. For one, most of the time. So, okay. Depending on the size of the briefing, it gets less and less cool, right? A platoon level briefing, actually my platoon level briefings were not cool. And the reason they were not cool is because I was repeating the same things over and over and over again. That's because some of these details of the mission are so important that they get re-emphasized every single mission, every time you would go out, right? Now, normally we're not talking about patrol briefs, but patrol briefs are also like that. But we actually would have platoon level named operations. And so we'd have to brief out what we're going to do, the maneuver elements, the unique parts, but then you also just need to know what is hire's intent, what's our communications plan, what's the resupply plan, which almost never changes mission to mission. But you want those soldiers to understand that information. So you repeat it again and again and again. Now, as you scale up in an operation, we're talking about battalion or brigade level ops, that's where things get even more boring because your role might be something like proceed to objective Charlie at 1600 hours, establish a perimeter, and await the armored column, secure the overwatch for the armored column. That could be your role in the operation. Well, that's a 30-second brief with maybe you need 2 minutes of your contingencies. If you get attacked, you can retreat here. Here's where your backup is. Here's where you can call air assets or fire support, right? You have 2 minutes of that briefing. But if there's 15 other moving elements, each with their own unique plans, okay, the aviation. What's the aviation fires plan? Well, is the aviation, where are they going to get their fuel, right? Where's their fuel resupply? Okay, well, who's got priority for fires? Like, you don't care about any of this, right? But yet you have to sit there and you have to go through it, the entire thing, again and again and again. Because, of course, when the commander gives his briefing, that's a big deal. But the commander can't have any surprises. So there's always a briefing rehearsal where you're still there and you still hear the same information, but their executive officer or chief of staff actually does the briefing and answers any questions and covers all the information so that the commander doesn't get any dumb questions that people want answers. And the commander, when he asks you information about the brief, you already know it. Is it over the top ridiculous? Yeah. It is. It is.
Is Mr. Batty here?
What the fuck was that?
Nothing!
Uh-oh.
We have a small technical issue.
Which is?
Okay, well, we didn't explore further what the Predator was doing in the Predator jungle. Which, fun fact, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands? No, Ghost Recon Breakpoint? No, I think Wildlands. Wildlands had a Predator side mission. It was pretty fun, actually. Took my brother and I a while to work through it.
I appear to have run out of bullets.
But we're about 5 minutes into the fight.
No worries, I have a backup gun.
Really?
Found another gun.
Really? A grenade launcher?
Yes. And I have one more grenade. Oh,
That's one more bullet than he had before.
oh fuck me! Oh,
One big bullet.
Oh god! Get down, get down, get down! Hit the deck, hit the deck!
I have been shot in the anus.
Come here, where are you?
I'm fine. I'm bandaging my anus. I just need someone to shove a morphine up my butt.
A morphine suppository. That sounds... I don't even know if they have that.
Still,
Normally they give you a fentanyl lollipop, right? For really bad injuries. You just suck on the lollipop, it tastes kind of good, but mostly it pumps you full of opiates.
still, damn it, stay still.
It's fine.
The danger of opiates, of course, being it depresses your respiration and heart rate, and if you're someone who needs to keep that up, like, say, someone bleeding out, it can be a little bit of a danger.
It's fine. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I'm
more
good.
morphine,
Gucci.
more morphine,
Gucci.
stay still,
Ah.
stay still. Stay still, more morphine.
How much fucking? No!
Stay
I
still.
don't want to OD, man.
You
No!
need your medication!
I don't want any
You
more
need
fucking-
your
Hey, what soldier has like 4 syringes of morphine on their person? That commander needs to ask some hard questions.
medication! Come back
don't
here!
want-
Never gonna get me now. I'm in my safe space.
Really?
No way.
Really? You're gonna hide under the building like a house cat?
Chidaki scouts have been spotted in the woods north of town. It's your job to recon the area, check the validity of the reports. If there is anything there, engage and neutralize.
Sounds like a scout mission, so a helicopter is probably overkill.
Here's the thing about taking.
Helicopters are... The hell's the... Damn it. This system is not great. This has a lot of flaws, and I'm not actually that okay with it. I may switch back. I may try one more video with this click-on, click-off system. Anyway, the point of this, helicopters are great at scouting, actually. They have a great vantage point. They can look out over a vast distance, right? And as long as there's no anti-air threat, they can see a lot.
A helicopter, right? Logically speaking, we want to ensure the highest possible chance of success. The helicopter will provide that, see? We don't want to go under armored.
Okay, but at
want
the
to
same
go-
time, we have no way of knowing
No,
whether or
no,
not...
no,
You
no,
can't
you're
just
wrong,
bring a
you're
fucking
wrong.
attack helicopter on any mission.
I'm currently dressed as a particular individual that you're heading over to the town of Galili to kill. My name's General Solomon. The sole objective is to kill the general. Don't worry about any of the rest of it. If you kill this guy, then you're good too.
There, done, mission complete. That
Classic Soviet. Classic. If you didn't see that coming, I don't know what to tell you. We're on part 6.
mission was easy.
Here we go. We are tasked for killing General Solomon.
No! You mean that guy next to you? The guy I shot and killed?
Yeah.
Okay, Alpha 1, 2
What a strange mechanic.
with me. You just use the fucking radio to say you don't know what's radio. Hi, Neville.
Fuck you. I think Badass just disconnected. He just disappeared in front of me.
Neville, you're in command.
Someone else, that's the Badass long range radio if you can.
Oh shit.
Let us to command. Soviet, Salmon, can you go red?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Soviet and Fat Salmon, can you both go red?
Find salmon and go red.
You and Salmon.
Oh, me and salmon go red team, copy.
Karen, can you both go red?
Okay, trying to translate terrible radio signals, also highly realistic.
Carrot gold, what?
Neville, can you repeat last, please?
Go blue.
Don't say repeat. Repeat means send a round to the same location. You say again. Say again your last.
We've got no glue.
Saya go forward the back to your man. Don't need to go in the front. If I die, my be second in command. Copy.
Yes. I'm going to be trying out the pump action shotgun for a couple of games. I was testing a type of ammo called the doomsday round. It seems to be a type of explosive round that negates cover, but I've never used it in the field, so let's see what it does.
Okay, fun fact about cover. A lot of rounds negate cover. So there's cover and concealment. Concealment doesn't stop bullets or shrapnel, it just hides your person. Cover prevents someone from seeing you. Usually, cover also is concealment, though in something in the case of like plexiglass, may not be cover and concealment, right? May be cover but not concealment. Now, in order to have a tree be cover from a 5.56 round, it needs to be, I think, about 12 to 18 inches in diameter. It needs to be like this big. So in fact, there are not that many trees that provide cover. And you should be aware of this fact. Why? I don't know. Because games never get it right and you can complain about it. Games will be like, the corrugated roof is protecting you from bullets. Corrugated roof barely protects you from rain.
Oh god, Soviets.
User left your channel.
How are you gonna kill good with that shotgun?
Okay, everybody rage at that squad. We're gonna take them out with like the full power of 2 squads. Alright, engage in 3, 2, 1, open fire.
Hey, Womble, how's that shotgun working?
See, this is a realistic distance for an engagement. 150 meters, right? 450 yards. Yeah, that's a realistic scale of engagement, and that's how realistic the targets appear. This would be a role where a designated marksman rifle, or DMR, would be really effective because it would deliver lethal rounds at that range. At this range, if you're shooting perfectly, there's about a 50% chance, maybe a little less, maybe like a 60% chance that rounds will actually land within like a foot, right, of where you're trying to place them. So the accuracy isn't great, but it's good at this range for like an M4. Oh, this is probably all copyrighted. Damn it. I love how shotguns, they have just a front sight post. They're just like, yeah, ballpark it. Oh my god, now I skipped ahead for some reason. Whoa, what?
How are those rifles working out for you?
We can see concisely where you've been, Soviet, by tracking the fucking building.
When I said it negated
Jesus.
cover, I was being serious.
Where did your
It negated it by destroying it.
arms go?
Wait, what?
I think he's face palming. Oh god, no, his arm is through his face. That is a vicious injury.
So he's actually face palming. That is amazing.
Right, brief. Simple enough. We're supposed to go into the town of Neochori. There's an objective there. We're to rescue a hostage named Sofia Miyakova.
Oh, God.
Even though this hostage is anywhere within the town of Neochori. We're going to land at LZ and then we're going to go straight through Stavros. Push up to the next wall, Soviet.
Copy. Hit him. Got him. Where is that? Whoa.
Fucking
Wow, where did he come from?
Yep. Top floor of this building.
Oh, wow. That's coming from down the street. The one in the armor.
Behind.
Can you not just, like, pick it?
Urban combat is so dangerous, and it's extra dangerous when you're fighting local forces because they know all the back roads, the back alleys, and they can communicate about the area better and faster than you can. So, for example, I know what I'm talking about when I say that the best way to sneak up on someone, the alternate approach to my apartment building is going through under the metro and out past the dry cleaners. You have no idea what I'm talking about unless you have a map and Google, right? You know that you can get Overwatch, you can actually see down into my apartment building, but only from the smaller red brick buildings up the hill, right? These are all things that I could communicate to a local that a foreign invading force would never be able to understand. And so it's easy and frighteningly easy, in fact, for invading forces to get flanked or outmaneuvered.
Another woman, Cyanide.
She's worth fighting for.
She's worth fighting for.
I will have my head in between those heavily muscled thighs.
Seriously, it's not worth
What?
it. Like, 20 guys have died. I've taken 3 bullets and some fragmentation to my knees.
Yes, but I wanna sex her.
Fair enough, that's a good reason.
I'm gonna never eat seafood. Yeah, okay, the right.
Okay.
Alright, fuckers, we found her. Let's go. On me.
Found her?
Fuck the fucking house clear and we're going straight for Sophia.
She's at OBJ1. Let's go. Sophia, I'm
Your
coming.
channel joined
I'm
your
coming,
channel.
baby. I'm coming.
In that building there.
5 years ago. Did they even have simping 5 years ago? Obviously, they had simping the thing. Did they have simping the term 5 years ago?
She's in this building here.
I'm here for you. Oh, you're way uglier. You're way uglier in real life. You're way uglier in real life.
Mr. Americans, you come up to save me! What's this now?
I was catfished.
Oh no!
Crossroads,
joined
this
your
is
channel,
command.
left
It
your
appears
channel,
the
joined your
hostage met
channel.
with an accident. Fucking Instagram chicks, man. It's all fucking filters.
Okay, 5 years, not that much has changed.
Yeah.
Right, listen. Lay down. I'm going to carry you.
To be honest, I think Neville's one of the funniest so far.
Do you want us to bring an entrenching tool?
It's up to you. I'm not gonna force you.
Neville, bitch.
What's that? Sorry, Neville?
My name is not Neville, bitch.
Your name is not Nibble. Oh! Holy
User joined your channel.
Holy and evil. Right, sorry, it's not Neville. Your name isn't actually Neville.
Wow. Okay, I've done that to people. I've definitely called people by like some goofy pronunciation only to realize that like their name was like a pun or something.
Your name isn't Neville. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, Neville. Holy and evil. Okay, so is Bravo's responsibility this here? I've drawn a penis, haven't I?
Been there, done that.
Oh, for the love of God.
No doomsday.
Okay, fun fact. Some vehicles do have speakers mounted, and that is because of the military's psychological operations. Usually those are things like communicating messages to a local population that are either really important or are looking to change people's perception of things. Obviously, the U.S., I am going to say, we're sort of terrible at it because we had 10 years in Afghanistan to get people to support the local government, and they never really did. So obviously, mounting messages to speakers doesn't go great.
Okay.
But for communicating things like curfews and stuff, it could be helpful.
Yep, 9 doomsday, yeah? Can I
doomsday at
talk
all.
you down to 6 doomsday?
You can always go with the shotgun as well.
I'm hearing 3 doomsday rounds.
Right, Alpha, be advised, last hostage is in the church. In the church.
Oh, God.
It's been circled.
We have good information. We found your wife cyanide.
What, again?
I'd like for you to go get fucked.
Here comes the wife.
Across the road.
Are you gonna fucking? Is he gonna shoot our friend?
Do you know how to take out the rangefinder?
I like it how you're putting it to your mouth instead of your eyes. No one here in this squad knows how to use a rangefinder.
Yes, I'm using it right now.
Why are you putting it to your mouth?
Okay, a rangefinder is really useful for, determining distances, but determining, first off, grid coordinates, right? Because if you can determine, if you know where you are, and you know the direction, and you know the distance, then you can call for fires right down to the meter where your enemy or your target is. Second, it lets you ballpark things like your weapons engagement range, right? If you know you have to engage a target at 450 meters, you know to elevate it just so, etc., etc.
Grenade in there. Grenade, get down.
Get out. Where is that? Where is
Oh crap, are you in?
Okay, I'm going to point this out, that he should have taken a bunch of damage from that grenade, because corrugated walls don't stop anything.
Oh, that was not my fault.
You could literally hammer nails into corrugated walls. A grenade would punch right through. It's not cover.
My vision's gone very green.
You've got green sunglasses on.
That might be the reason.
Yeah, that might be the reason. Actually, I've got my Beretta. Yeah.
Cyanide. I'll see you soon. What the Oh no!
Oh
We
no!
have to rescue Sofia Miakova from somewhere.
Oh no!
Someone else needs to go fucking rescue her because if I see her, I'm just gonna shoot her.
But it's a match made in heaven, Cyanide. It's true love, Cyanide. Okay. There's plenty more fish in the sea! There's plenty more fish in the sea!
Oh man. Poor Cyanide. It's just like Tom and Jerry. He just wants you. The heart wants what it wants, man. It just knows. But he is meant to have that man in a spacesuit. And who am I to judge? Who are any of us to judge? True love. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me on this bizarre look into Sovietwomble. And that's it. Subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, join me on the Discord. It's all fun times. And until next time, I will see you guys later.